Never have I ever kept a secret from my parents. I drink the whole thing.
Never have I ever considered ending my own life. We need to talk. Never have I ever drank alcohol. We really need to talk.
Dumelang mommies.
Hello, kiddos.
Welcome to the Love Language with Mom and Mumu.
I'm Mom.
And I'm Mumu. We are mother and daughter.
Yep, indeed. We are mom and daughter and everything else. And we decided to just have conversations, right? As we usually do, but we are having conversations now in this form to try and inspire parents to do the same with their kids, as well as to challenge ourselves. I think we will have interesting conversations. We will have difficult conversations, but really we will engage. And this is called the love language because no matter the subject, we will always just be respectful, kind, and most importantly, loving. So yeah, welcome to the love language. So my name is Tepiso. I'm a mom of two. I became a young mom, and yeah, I'm introverted. I am very private. I, for the life of me, cannot believe I'm doing this. And yeah, I'm a well-grounded, deeply rooted person. And you, ma'am? Who are you?
Yeah, I'm Aratile. I'm Tepiso's first daughter. I'm currently completing my second year in high school. I'm a loving person. I'm bubbly. I'm both introverted and extroverted. I love my sister. I'm the best sister in the whole wide world. Yeah, I'm just me. I'm my mom's mini me. Just a bit different, but with a cherry on top.
Look at you. Okay, yeah. How is it being you? Well, what's it like being a daughter to a young mom?
Being a daughter to a young mom is fine. It has its ups and downs, but I believe any parent and child have those ups and downs. They may not be the same, but they come across obstacles. So yeah, it's nice. Nice. We share a wardrobe, guys. So how did Oradilo come to be?
Yeah, Oradilo being my first daughter, I fell pregnant with Oradilo at the age of, I think I was 20. Yeah, I was a final year student studying become accounting. The future was bright. And well, as you can see, my degree. Jokes, guys. Yeah. So I became pregnant, and yeah, I then made a decision to say, you know what, I'm going to take full responsibility for this and become a mom.
How did you feel finding out that you're pregnant at your young age?
It was daunting. It was scary. I had really, really strict parents. I just thought this is the end of me. Yeah, so I was terrified. I was terrified. But to be honest, being the only child and not having had children grow up with me, there was excitement there. Although the excitement was really overlaid with a lot of anxiety. I was really anxious. I was yeah.
How was it telling your parents?
So,
well, how did you do it? Not even how it was, how. Ooh, Kelly.
So I found out. So I did a test address, because remember I'm finally a student. Got a couple of modules before I complete my degree, and then I did a test. I remember it was a Thursday morning. Like, they say it's most accurate in the morning, these tests. And yeah, it came out positive, which I sort of anticipated.
You knew?
A girl knows. Yeah, and then it came out positive. The following day, interestingly, the Friday, we were heading to my great-grandmother's unveiling. So Papa, your granddad, comes and collects me from Res, and yeah, in the car. So I've always been into women empowerment, feminist movement, teenagers against drug abuse type of things. So he then collects me from Res. He's excited to see me, and yeah, we travel to the Free State. And in the car, he's like, "Hey, I want you guys to come with that movement of yours." It was called Hers, yeah. To speak to kids at school. Kids are falling pregnant. Hey, what and what?
Kanti is very old.
Oh. Yeah, no, I thought I was gonna jump out of the car while it was the longest drive ever, and I was like, okay, right. And then yeah, we got to the unveiling, and we got there just after the slaughtering, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I wasn't coping. So I guess from there, people who really, really knew me picked up on it off. And then yeah, so the unveiling happened, but I did share it with an elderly family friend whom I trusted, and I was like, hey, this is the situation. And for them, I guess, being elderly, how could you just go low if you've got your matric? They're like, so what's the problem? And yeah, I left it at that. But that conversation really helped me in a weird way, because I was less anxious. I was like, okay, let's deal with this. And then yeah, your grandmother. So we had left her to finish with the cleaning after the unveiling. Papa dropped me off, and yeah, it was a normal Monday. How late after classes, I'm chilling there. Your grandmother comes, and she's like, hey, how are you? Good to see you. And she's like, so what's going on with you?
What do you mean?
Right? Like, What? What do you mean? Like, what's going on with me? She's like, no, seriously, on a serious note, what is going on? What's happening with you? I'm like, no, nothing. And yeah, but as she kept asking, I was tearing up, finding back tears. And yeah, and she was like, okay, it's fine. I'm gonna leave now. I'm like, yeah, sure. Walked her out downstairs to the parking lot. And yeah, there's something she said when we got there that really hit home for me. And she was like, I'll be very sad to find anything out from other people.
Other people?
Right. Other people, when I've come to you and asked you about what's going on, with you. And
I
was
think
like,
she knew.
yeah, right.
This elderly figure, my family friend. Not to.
Yeah, guys. And I was like, okay, I do have something to tell you. Then we walk right back upstairs to my room, and I'm like, I think Kana go get yeah, I'd say Ma, I think this is the situation. She's like, I expected, I don't know,
manslaughter.
Yeah, I made a scene. And she was like, okay, go to the doctor. So she kept her medical aid with her
card holder, the clear one.
Yeah, you remembered, with the license. So she gave me the medical aid, and I went to the doctor the following day only to confirm what I know. And I remember I didn't sleep that night. I went to the doctor. And the doctor was like, congratulations, man. You have a little one on the way. And I just stared at that man like,
are you mad?
Have you lost your mind? And and then he gave me, and he started telling me, I don't know how you could tell that I hadn't eaten. I was like, you need to start taking care of yourself. Your body is not just carrying you anymore. And then he's like, and then he's like, I guess I gave him this cold stare that he's like, there are other options. And he gave me pamphlets, and I just looked at him. I'm like, thank you. And I left those pamphlets there. And then at that time, there were these Celsi containers where you go, you pay,
and make a call.
Yeah. I remember going into that Celsi. I think I was just like, I don't need to. Yeah, short and sweet. Can we just? I called Mama at work. I didn't even call her cell phone. I still wanted the whole thing of her being called to the phone just to. And she got to the phone, and she was like, yes, and I'm like, yeah. The doctor said yes. Confirmed.
Guess what?
Can't say it. No. The doctor confirmed, and she was like, okay, see you after work.
5 hours later.
What? So like I was at the doctor at 8. So after work it's like 8 hours from now. And I was like, I didn't attend class that day. I just stayed in my room and I thought of my obituary.
Program.
Buried. Surely. She came. Whatever. She came. So as you know, I don't drink water naturally. I'm one of those people who must consciously think, let me drink water. So on that day, my mom, bless her soul, bless her heart, my mom comes in with pre-water. She comes in with baby mag.
So she was ready to be a
I don't know. I don't think she was ready. It was just, Zalani, guys. Zalani, parenting, this thing. It was just that I need to carry myself through this, I guess. Now, being a mom, I understand that it couldn't have been fun. It wasn't a great thing. But I think what carried me through that pregnancy and the entire time is just the love I received from my parents, and how they loved you before you were even born. I mean, that's how I got to tell. Then she comes and she's like, okay, how are we breaking this to your dad? I'm like, we?
Head of the family.
We? No. Is your husband, darling? You do. No, I was like, Mama, please take care of that part, because I couldn't.
She wasn't there.
I couldn't imagine. Yeah, as a still, I was like, I cannot look at my dad in the face and tell him this. So yeah, I guess then the conversations were had because I was at risk. Then yeah,
I think the rest said, you know.
no, it didn't necessarily because shortly after that, shortly after that, I made the decision to move home, and it's based on the fact that my parents were just so loving. I remember, so when I found out, I think it was July, and Mama had gone to Cape Town with church in August, and I had a lot of meat and food, but I couldn't stomach any of the stuff that I had. So I called Mama. I'm like, I can't eat all this meat. Like, can I have
Fruit.
Yeah, fruit. Can I have like Mama's like, girl, I'm in Cape Town.
Pray for your soul.
Right?
And the one you're carrying.
I'm in Cape Town doing my church stuff. Call your dad. I'm like, my way. And I was like, no, I'm not calling him. I think she called. I don't remember making that call. And then Papa came to Rez. He came very normalish, because he then greeted me. We drove in silence. No. Right? Guys,
kill me, slaughter me.
Yeah, that silence is like worse than anything.
Corporate punishment.
No, it's too old for corporate punishment, girl. But yeah, no, it was like silence, awkward, painful for me, because Papa is anybody who knows my dad knows he's a darling man. He's a jolly good fellow. So yeah, we drove in silence. But I think what hit me is when he dropped me off. I was buying yogurt, fruits, everything that I thought I could stomach. And when he dropped me off, he was like, "When are you coming home?" Right? I'm like, when the semester ends. And I made then the decision to move back home when the semester ended. And yeah, I was taken, guys, I was really taken. I am blessed in that regard, that I was taken care of very, very well. I got to go to prenatal classes. I got to have a gynae.
Yeah, how was it finding out that I'm a girl?
Funny story. So at this point, I've moved back home. I'm a part-time student. Mama is accompanying me to the gynae. And so the gynae is then like explaining what's happening on the monitor. This is the spine, everything looks good. Here's the heart rate. And yeah, it's a girl. And I'm like, it's a girl? And then he points out the autonomy,
the confirming part of the
body that yes, you see, it's a girl, as you can see. And then I'm like, what would it look like if it was a boy? He looked at me, it was a he. Bless it. Oh, the best doctor ever, Dr. Clark. Then looked at me, girl, you know exactly what it would look like.
Your mom?
If it was a boy, because how did you get here? And I was like, okay, sorry, no more questions. We're done. We can go now. It's a girl. Yeah, that's how we found out. And yeah.
And my name, Okatido, where does it come from?
Yo, you were a beloved, hey? You were a beloved. You were loved, man. I understood it then, but I better understand it now. That this experience of having a child that you've sent to school in the hopes of fulfilling their dreams, then comes back with
another child.
Yeah, is not an easy one. But I understood it then, but I best understand it now as a mom. And the way my parents carried me, the way, like literally, my parents were there for everything, and I was just that girl who had everything, and not to condone ever just having a child when because I was a child. 21 is not, in retrospect, 21 was early. Yes, I wasn't a teenager, but I was still a child. And so with the way I remember, so like I said, I'm the only child. We'd go shopping for you endlessly. I remember at some point we were in a retail store and we were buying clothes for you and stuff, and we'd like breast pumps, this, that, and the other. And the lady who actually worked there, Nignali Papa, on that day, was like, I'm sorry to barge in. I know it's not my place, but OC, are you still expecting to have a baby? I'm like, well, yeah.
As you can see.
Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, like, because we went overboard, like any chance, like in your, and so you were just beloved, and that's why you were then named Ohatil, because truly Ohatilwe. And my parents then named you Retabile, and then your other name being Bukamo. So was for me determined to say, Hore, yes, I've had this baby. Yes, I'm going to take responsibility, but I still have a future. So that's where Bukamoso comes from.
So your parents are quite social butterflies. That what are people going to say ever you're concerned to you?
Yeah, they're not just social butterflies, right? They are strict parents. They are well respected. They are a lot of things. But I think at 21, I was just so courageous. And I think that's the thing about being young. You just have a zeal and courage. And when it's channeled properly, then you can achieve. It's literally the time where you need to channel a lot of the courage, and because you don't necessarily have, life hasn't shown you flames at that time. So I had that courage to say, I'm gonna pick my stresses. I'm going to pick, and my first stress was, okay, my parents need to know. Like that night, the Thursday, my parents need to know. The dad needs to know. And I need to take care of myself to deliver a healthy baby. And Abantu as a teenager was like not even top 10 of my priorities. And that's the thing about being young. When you are courageous in that way, you once you made up your mind to go for something, you do go for it. And I guess that can be channeled in a way where those things are your dreams, your abantazotini. It doesn't matter because I'm chasing my dreams. Yeah. So although it was like today we speak about it and it sounds rosy, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I made a decision to quit with 3-4 modules left of my degree. Quit school because I didn't want you to be raised as my sister. I wanted, although you got the best for my parents, I also wanted to contribute to it, to just, I guess, verify to myself and to you that I am your mom. I'm not your sister. And you have great grandparents, but I needed to play that role. And so tough decisions needed to be made after you were born. Yeah, for sure. But look where we are. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah.
Hey.
So what's it been like? What's it been like for you? What's your earliest memory? Whatever has.
My birthday.
Oh, that was nice.
It's so ever been my heart. I loved it. I enjoyed every moment of it. I remember the morning of my birthday, the entrance of the hotel, they were serving cupcakes, and I thought the entire hotel knew it was my birthday. I felt so special. And now that I think about it, I think it was because the following day was Human Rights Day.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was special.
Mm-hmm. What would you say has been the downside of having a young mom?
I wouldn't say there's a downside. It's just that how your parenting skills have changed from me to my sister.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're a bit gentle with her. If I did half of the things she does right now, I would have been homeless.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been homeless.
No, homeless girl, no. Okay, yeah, but I hear what you're saying. I think of myself as I'm a strict mom. I'm a mom. We might have a good relationship, but boundaries are clear, which is cool. I'm comfortable about that because I mean, parenting is a God-given responsibility, and it's one that I've taken seriously, even from a young age. But to sort of pick up from what you're saying, I think as a young mom, I could only parent you the way I knew, and that was how I was parented. You know, but as you grew older, as I had another child, I then developed my own perceptions and parenting style and what I thought was the best way to do it. And so she's a disciplined child because I do discipline her. It's not in the way that I was disciplined.
I was disciplined.
Yeah, but yeah, that's why.
It's still a great product, yes.
Siyakhulisa, guys. So let's play a game. So we'll be playing a game in the name of getting to know each other a little bit more. I don't want to do this, but now that we are here, we'll be playing Never Have I, and how do we play this? This is late 2000. Please just keep.
Okay, so you're gonna pull out the paper from the file, and then you're gonna read the question out loud. And then if you've done that specific action or activity, you take a sip of whatever you're having.
Which is lemon juice.
Yes.
Gross.
The outside is wrong one.
Yeah. Right. I hope this gave us gone. Okay, so let's do that. Please go first. Don't cheat. Don't look for your questions. Okay.
Never have I ever been moody for no reason.
Oh! Never have I ever not completed a task in time. Oh!
Never have I ever kept a secret from my parents. I drink the whole thing.
have I ever considered ending my own life. We need to talk.
So that's fine. Never have I ever had edibles.
Edibles? What are edibles?
No ways.
What are edibles?
Edibles are like sweets or like something like space muffin.
Oh, something with
Weed or whatever.
weed, like space. Never have I ever faked being sick.
Okay, no, the last time I just was painful.
I'm gonna be so sick after this. For real. Never have I ever left home, came back the next morning without my parents knowing where I slept. Oh, this is terrible.
Never have I ever bunked school. Guys,
Bunked school. Never have I ever wondered what God's purpose is with my life. You.
And I still don't know.
What do you mean? That's a whole episode.
Okay, this is our last one, right?
Let's see.
Never have I ever been Never have I ever been a victim of
Gender-based violence.
Yes. I guess my mom currently doesn't. Magabosho, yes, ma'am. Magabosho.
That's a whole episode. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
It's your turn.
You wrote this one. Never have I ever drank alcohol. We really need to talk. I was never ready. Never have I lied in this game.
Honesty is the best policy. Never have I ever lied to my mother or daughter.
Never have I ever lied to my parents about my whereabouts. have it also, guys. Whew.
I think this is the last one. Never have I ever said I love you to someone and didn't mean it. No, uNkulunkulu uyaxolela. Yena uzoxolela.
Guys, clearly there's a lot to talk about still, right? As we've learned today. Yeah. You've never bunked school? Good for you. Good for you. What did you lie to me about? Okay, that's a whole podcast. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been interesting. It's our first ever. We are very private people. I think more so me than you. You're sometimes a bit more social than I am. But it's been interesting, and hopefully there's a mom and a dad, a son and a daughter who will watch this and, be encouraged to connect to their parents a bit more, to have honest and truthful conversation that are always just done with love and respect. Please like and follow if you've enjoyed, and subscribe. Yes, girl, that's the thing. And subscribe if you've enjoyed this. We will be having more conversations and going more in depth around life issues that affect people in general, parents, daughters, sons, and life. Because this thing, there's no manual. There's the Bible to guide us, but still, it's tricky. So please do the right thing. Subscribe and follow to help us continue with these conversations. And maybe one day we'll host 1 or 2 parents and kids and make it a party of conversations. Thank you.